Hey there, so excuse the mess. Got a lot of projects going on. Not only the Jeep, but remodeling the house and the bathrooms and stuff. So last weekend we went and ran Cornucopia Trail. And on the way back, we ended up near Skull Valley. And the grade coming up out of that Skull Valley area back up to Prescott's steep. And the temp on the engine ran up to about 230, which is higher than I would expect. I mean, I'm not towing a load. So started digging into it. Right there you have the old electric fan that I was using. Electric fans, that thing is good for about 3,000 cubic feet per minute. And it's not perhaps enough. So I went and stuck the original LS fan back in it. Made a shroud. I kind of butchered an existing fan shroud that I had for a stock TJ. And we're going to see what happens. Going to take it out on another test run today, and we're going to see if it's fixed anything. The other thing I have going on is these LS engines, the transmission, which is a 4L60E, that transmission likes to run between 170 and 200 degrees tops. You get higher in temperature and you really start destroying a transmission. Heat's probably the worst enemy of a transmission, an automatic transmission. And on these LS engines, they have a lockup torque converter, a torque converter clutch, or TCC. And if those aren't wired right and it doesn't lock up, you can destroy a transmission pretty quick. So I'm going to take a run out and monitor the transmission temperature and also look at the torque converter clutch status to see whether it actually switches on or not. I have a brake switch hooked up to a solenoid that is supposed to supply the voltage to signal that the brakes are off, the engine's moving, you're in fourth gear, the clutch should engage. I have an OBDX Pro dongle that I use to write the PCM. That's what I use to adjust the fuel mixture, to configure this to run in this Jeep. So they have a program that comes with it called OBDX Explorer, and right now what I'm looking at is trans fluid temperature and torque converter clutch enable solenoid. So I'm going to take a spin and check it out and see whether the temperature gets too high and whether the actual solenoid engages, which means my clutch locks up. Alright, we're heading back up the hill, same hill that I hit 230-ish a week ago, and we'll see what happens. I've seen so far is 204. Well, the numbers don't lie. The highest temperature I saw climbing that grade was 204, which is 27 degrees, 28 degrees lower than the temp I had when I was running the Flexolite electric fan. On average, the temps are 5 to 10 degrees lower than average around town driving with the electric fan. So I've always been a big fan, no pun intended, of electric fans, but the numbers don't lie. The mechanical fan is doing a ton better than the electrical. So I'm interested in hearing if you guys have had any different experiences with electric fans versus mechanical fans. If you have, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video or other videos on the channel, please consider subscribing. Have a good weekend.